Well, aloha! It's Friday. So, welcome back. This is now we've this is week 2. Last week we did a sort of a overall view of what you need to do to buy a house, and now we're going to do a little deeper dive into at least we'll do a deeper dive this week, and then we'll do more, and we'll get into it. It'll probably last another 3 weeks of this before we go into seller. But first of all, here in Southern California, we've got big news. We can now do open houses. How great is that? Last weekend, I actually went and walked through an open house. Going to do it this week too. I've got buyers who are interested in a couple of houses. So good job. It's been quite a while since we've been able to do it, but now we are able to do it. Great. Well, we are also still in a limited amount of inventory for houses that are on the market for listings. So it's still a crazy market for buyers. They, everything's going for over asking. So let's dive into what has to happen if you're going to buy a house. Well, like we talked about last week, the first thing you need to do is to get pre-approved for a loan. So in pre-approval, you need to find a lender that you like to work with, and then he's going to require some documents for the pre-approval process. So what you're going to need is a valid form of identification, state authorized, driver's license, 2 pay stubs, preferably the last 2 pay stubs showing your year-to-date earnings, 2 bank statements, full months, your asset statement, all the assets you have, 401ks, investments, bankruptcy paperwork if it's applicable. Hopefully it's not. And credit explanations. If you have some issues on your credit, you'll need to explain them. So you'll turn those into the loan officer, and he will begin the process. If you're self-employed, that's only if you've got a job. Now, if you're self-employed, you're going to need at least your last 2 years' tax records. All right. So then you're also going to need your last 2 years of all corresponding returns. Your S corp, if you're an S corp, an LLC, a proprietor, and a letter of explanation for any derogatory credit information. So let's look at some loans. FHA financing. There's a lot of reasons to ask your lender for an FHA loan instead of taking a conventional or an expensive and risky subprime mortgage loan. Why not take advantage of the many benefits and protections that only come with FHA? It's easier to qualify because FHA insures your mortgage. Lenders are more willing to give you loans with lower qualifying requirements, so it's easier for you to qualify. If you've got less than perfect credit, even if you've had bad credit problems such as bankruptcy, it's easier for you to qualify for an FHA loan over a conventional loan. Now, low down payments. They have a 3.5% down payment program, and that money can come from a family member, employer, or a charitable organization. Other loans don't allow this. There's a down payment assistance program with FHA loans. And other than the earnest money deposit, the FHA can get you into the house. FHA loans are assumable. With the low interest rates right now, that makes this type of loan very desirable for when you're ready to sell. Say in 5 years and you want to move up, you could list your home with an assumable loan at this very low interest rate that we've got right now. And that's providing that the buyer can qualify for an FHA loan. So the FHA has been around since 1934 and will continue to be here to protect you when others walk away. Should you encounter hard times after buying your home, the FHA has options that can help you in your home and avoid foreclosure. So if you've got any sort of credit issues, you may want to consider FHA over conventional. It's a much easier loan to qualify for. So let's say you need some down payment assistance. You don't have enough to make the full down payment amount. Well, there is the home ownership program. Now, this is only if you are 80% below the area median income. Let's say, you know, a family one making about $34,000. All right. They can give you up to $5,000 in down payment assistance. And they do a 3-to-1 match program. So the client only needs $1,600 to get a full $5,000. It can be used for principal reduction, closing costs, or prepaid. Now, there's also here, and also it can be combined with FHA VA loans. The grant's given over the course of 5 years, repayable only at the time of sale out of the proceeds, or if you refinance. Now, also here, we have in California, we have the My Home Assistance Program. That is a deferred payment, simple interest loan. It's a subordinate loan because you have to get it with a Cal HFA first mortgage. Cal HFA allows qualified home buyers to layer other down payment assistance programs or loans or grants to maximize the affordability. So you may want to look into Cal HFA if you need it. So let's say we've now gone through the pre-approval process. Now you need to choose the location of the city where you want to live. You can do some research on your own, read local real estate publications, contact your local neighborhood associations, visit the Chamber of Commerce, surf the internet, or drive around your favorite neighborhoods. While these methods certainly can lead to your dream home, it's important to note that 80% of home sales are the result of agent connections. That means it's more likely your agent will find your dream home through being in the real estate business than you just driving around on the weekend. It's important to narrow down your search area so you're not making spontaneous buying decisions. Your purchase should be based on knowledge and research. Okay, do not hesitate to call a realtor. Ask them questions. Ask if they have a recent newsletter or if you can sit on their next monthly meeting. Okay, meet the neighbors in your neighborhood as well. You know, find people that are playing in the park. Don't be shy to introduce yourself and get to know the people in the neighborhood that you may want to live in. Okay, attend a few open houses, get to know the market. So let's say you've gotten to that point where you're pre-approved, you're looking at different neighborhoods to look in. You need to find an agent, someone to work with. A real estate buyer's representative represents the buyer who's purchasing the property. So research by the National Association of Realtors have shown that when a buyer's representative is used, the prospective buyer found a home weeks faster and examined 3 more properties than consumers who did not use a real estate agent. So real estate agents have a fiduciary responsibility to you. They look after your best interest through the entire real estate process. He's going to evaluate your needs. He's going to locate properties that fit your specifications. He's going to show you properties in your price range that you can afford. He's going to assist you in viewing the properties, take you through it, preview the properties, and he's going to research the selected properties to identify any problems or issues that can help you make an informed decision. Okay? He can advise you on structuring an appropriate offer. That's really important in this market. You know, getting that offer accepted, it's really tough right now. And it really helps if you have an agent that understands what's going on. And he'll negotiate on your behalf. All right. That will take, that's a pretty long and a lot of stuff to assimilate. So I apologize if it's a little dry, but I'd prefer you know what's going on. So next week, we'll go through the process of shopping for homes. Now that you have your pre-approval letter and the real estate agent, now we go in for the big thing where we're actually going to go look at houses. All right. Well, you have a great Memorial Day weekend. It's 3-day weekend. It's going to be warm here in Southern California. So, enjoy yourself. If you need to get a hold of me, you can reach me at jamie@jamiebarberhomes.com. And it's Aloha Friday. No work till, well, this week, no work till Tuesday for most of us. This is Jamie from jamiebarberhomes.com saying, have a good Memorial Day weekend, and I'll see you next week. All right. Aloha.